This is a somewhat routine phaco emulsification in a hard intumescent cataract. I will be highlighting a few points here. So after the incisions and staining the capsule with trypan blue and expressing the air bubble and the trypan blue with 2% HPMC, I go ahead and fashion my capsular rhexis with a cystitome. I have to be a little bit wary that the capsule doesn't, that the rhexis doesn't run away. This is an intumescent cataract, although I don't believe it is that high risk of the flag sign occurring. And the rhexis seems to be progressing pretty well. And as you can see, I have completed the rhexis with my cystitome itself. After this, I perform a hydrodissection and make sure I rotate the nucleus. Yes, all the attachments are broken. That's fairly good rotation. I then put in some HPMC and I'm good to go with my phaco emulsification. I've taken, as you can see, a very stout and a very sharp and a very long chopper in my left hand. It's 2 millimeters, and my 2.8 phaco tip in my right. I plan to do the woodcutter's chopping technique as usual. The air bubble is blocking my view, and it is amazing how these small air bubbles can really disturb your surgery. So it's always better to have a chamber completely devoid of any air. Anyway, the first chop has been done. I go ahead and then make further chops, and as you can see, I am striving to break the spine completely. That is very, very crucial. So when you don't get it first time, you go at multi levels and try to tear it apart. There it is. There are no half-hearted measures in a hard cataract. You cannot chip away at these cataracts. So you just have to be bold and get it done. There is another technique that when you don't get the when you cannot break the backbone, I do another technique called the flip, but that is a little risky and it's not for naive phaco surgeons. And here I think I have broken the backbone. I have got a fair amount of fragments and it is time to eat them away. So that's one, and that's two. Don't allow these chips to fly around in the anterior chamber. And everything seems to be going on very well. I usually never come out of the chamber in between. I try my best to avoid that. If you keep coming out of the chamber, there is a chance your pupil will keep shutting down. So I try to do everything on one go, and that's it. The nucleus has been handled, and now it's time to go ahead and remove the cortical matter. And it's pretty easy. Everything is going on well. These are fairly advanced cataracts, so you have to be a little careful. And I just flip hands and then decide to, there is some cortex there, and just watch what happens. I think this is cortex, but look at the rhexis margin. It has actually squared out. The zonules are weak in that area, and the cortex is extremely adherent. I am not able to bring it out. In fact, the whole bag is coming out. So I tried to sweep in the furnace to bring out that, but no go. So rather than risk more zonular damage, you can see there, you can see the bag. Just to show you, I go ahead and actually tried from another area, it didn't work. Then I tried and I went from the paracentesis, and this was a little bit difficult to put the CTR ring, and I had to literally struggle to get it in, and unfortunately it's not shown, it went out of the field, but you can see. And finally, when I do get it in, it releases in the anterior chamber, but I was able to hook it, and look what happens. It suddenly released. I really do not know. It happened so fast. I don't even know whether it has gone into the bag. So I do something what I now never have done. There I checked it, and there it is. It is there. Don't do that too aggressively. You will pull out most of the zonules, and here I am checking whether it is down there as well, and it is in the bag, you can see. So I know I will get a lot of criticism for this, but then I had to check whether the CTR was in the bag or in the sometimes it can even release into the angle, or it can release into the sulcus. You'll be amazed where all it can go. So I had to check, and once I have checked, I know I can safely put in my single piece hydrophobic lens. Checking the lower rhexis is over the optic, but the upper rhexis is not. So now another problem for me, I have to now get this lens into the bag. I don't want to leave a hydrophobic lens in the sulcus. And here I think I've got it, and again check, and it is not there. So finally I try once again, and this time really flex it and let it go into the bag. And now check again, watch my there. The rhexis is over the bag, over the IOL, and I can sleep easy. I then remove all the viscoelastic from the chamber. And hydrate the wounds, put in my intracameral antibiotic, and conclude the surgery. Thank you for watching.